Hi, my name is Haley Barnes, and for my first prompt, I wanted to share a kind of unusual story that my family and a handful of my close childhood friends know very well at this point. It's often referred to as the attack of the rats on my 10th birthday, and I know that that sounds crazy, so let me just offer a little context. So, when I was in the second grade, my family moved into a new house that was close to the elementary school that my brothers and I had just started attending. The house was built on a new development that had previously been a patch of woodlands. So we lived right across the street from a pond and we were surrounded by the remaining forest. So over the years after we moved in, we had several incidents of various wildlife making their way into our house. I mean, snakes, raccoons, armadillos, you name it. And as you've probably guessed by now, rodents. So unfortunately, this occurred around the same time as my 10th birthday. I'm the oldest of the three kids in my family, and I was the first one to hit double digits. So this was a big deal. My mom and I spent weeks planning it, and at the time, one of my favorite things to do was to help my mom in the kitchen. I was obsessed with cooking and baking and coming up with my own little recipes and concoctions. Also, at the time, one of my favorite movies was, ironically, the Disney classic Ratatouille. So we ended up coming up with a chef-themed slumber party. We spent all day decorating. We bought a lot of ingredients so that everybody could make their own personal pizzas. And then at the end of the night, we would all gather in the living room and watch Ratatouille. And I was so excited. I just started third grade and I invited all of my friends from my new school. We had a great time. Everything was going really well until we went upstairs to the den. There was about 10 of us all sprawled on the floor in sleeping bags. And besides the occasional snore or giggle, everything was really peaceful until one of my friends woke up in the middle of the night and started screaming like a banshee. She had woken up to not one, but two field mice just sitting next to her face. And of course she freaked out. We all woke up startled. We thundered down the stairs. And when I found out what had happened to her, I was mortified. I was so embarrassed. I just burst into tears. Obviously, my parents intervened and we all decided it would be better to sleep downstairs that night in the living room. But the best part of the story is that for the rest of the year at my new school, I was known as the girl that lived in a rat-infested house. So for months, I couldn't convince anybody to come over. And to this day, I still have some friends that I have known since I started school there, and they will bring it up and mention it, and we still laugh about it to this day.